Hello, 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 everyone. I am your androgynous android game shows from the future caster, and this is the Neon Caster Twitch channel. Hello. Hi. Good evening. Happy Thursday. Hope we're all doing good. Just me this evening. My amazing agent, avian co-host, Rafi the Owl, is out cavorting. At the moment, there are conventions on this weekend that they're attending. So it's just me, but that means that I have the ability to go and play some of my, I want to stream this game because it is thematically my shit, but I never found time or space to get around to it. Backlog, yay! I was looking through, and it's like, Griftlands, which is a roguelike deck builder, assumedly in the same purview as Slay the Spire. But in addition to doing card-based battling, it apparently also has social mechanics that use the deck building stuff as well, and has this kind of like, pulp sci-fi comic book kind of style to it as well, and it looks very interesting. So we're going to go and give this a whirl for a couple of hours and to see if we fall in love, see if we're delighted by it. I've already kind of done some nudges to the system in advance to make sure that the audio levels and shit are correct. It even has a streamer friendly mode that puts a bit of a dead zone in a corner of your choice, meaning that I can make sure that there won't be anything important behind my shoulder. But otherwise, yeah, do let me know if the audio levels and everything are okay. It should also minimize on flashing, so don't need to put like a strobe warning or anything. We should be good. All right. We have 3 different characters that we can be, although 2 of them are locked. We have Sal Ikderik, the bounty hunter. Start a new run. Hunting Kashio. Sal escapes a life of servitude to claim the ultimate bounty and get her revenge. And this is Hunting Kashio's story difficulty. Choose this mode if you want to experience the story with reduced difficulty and without permadeath. I don't necessarily like playing difficult video games, to be honest with you, but I have enough experience in general with deck builders where I don't feel I will be entirely out of my depth from jump. We'll see. So we can play our normal mode first, and then if it ends up being too spicy for me, I can choose the story difficulty setting. Well, we have different decks that we can have. So we have the negotiation deck. Sal's Instinct. Oh gosh, we're getting given a lot of information kind of up front. We can threaten, and these don't do anything. Oh, they have 1 to 4. Oh, the strength. Cool, so for 1 cost, I could deal 1 to 4 damage. This 1 cost, insert Inspiration, which does 2 damage for free. Or Attitude to gain 1 dominance expend. So we already have a lot of different abilities that we can get up from jump. I shouldn't dwell on this too much, should I? Well, the reading of the card explains the card. So Influence. All diplomacy cards deal maximum damage, so I can use Inspiration to guarantee the higher rolls on the threaten. Sure. Dominance. Hostility cards deal an additional +1 damage, remove 1 stack at the start of your turn. Sure. And so this is hostility because it's in red, and diplomacy is in green, and manipulate is in purple. Improvise creates a card. Deflection prevents us from taking damage. Okay, sure. We also have our battle deck. Stab, dealing 2 to 5 damage for 1 mana. The fact that it's a range is interesting, because it's very much not like Slay the Spire, where there is a guaranteed amount of damage everything does. Improvise, so this gives me a whole bunch of new cards that I could potentially use. Elbow Strikes, guaranteed deal 3, so they deal the middle of the road damage from our stabs, so we can get a higher roll with stabs, but we can do more consistency with Elbow Strike. That might be better, actually. I think I might favor consistency. Insert hammer grip or saber grip to your hand. Deal 2 bonus damage if you have a combo. Gain 2 combo. Apply 2 bleed, expend. Do I have anything else that can gain combo? Combo points are accumulated until they are spent by a finisher. Lose half of your combo whenever you take damage. Oh, so as long as I'm playing some cards and then follow up with this, it does bonus damage. Sure. Feint is a block. Sure. Okay. Start at level 1. You are about to start a game at Introduction. This difficulty level provides an introduction for players who are new to deck builders. If you die, you can restart the current day once. Experienced players may wish to start at level 1 for a more balanced challenge. This level has permadeath and no day restarts. I see. This difficulty level provides an introduction for players who are new to deck builders. If you die, you can restart the current day once. Sure. Shall we be spicy and start at level 1?
You're a bounty hunter.
Oh, it's voice acted.
You escaped a life of indentured labor by hunting criminals and debt dodgers. The work has earned you your freedom, if not any friends. Now you're back home, for the first time in 10 years. But freedom comes with its own dangers, and making a living in Havaria won't be easy. Here, the gangs are feral, the law enforcement are corrupt, and the people are treated like chattel, indebted to merciless criminals.
In Havaria.
Criminals like Cassio, the ruthless debt broker who sold you to the Derricks in the first place. But now, Cassio's grip has weakened, and there's a bounty on her head too rich to ignore. You'll die before you go into debt again, and so will she.
Go kill a slaver. Hell yeah.
Your first stop is a dive called the Grog and Dog, where an old friend will help you get your revenge, provided you can prove yourself.
Let's see if we can mimic the voice of the narrator so we can keep this going. I guess we can do it with a slight American accent as well to kind of maintain that air as well. It's good practice. At first sniff, the Grogan Dog smells like stale hops and dried blood. Well, look what the tide dragged up. By the Holy Brian, I'd tear up if I weren't dead inside. It's damn good to see you looking well. Have you got a plan to get on your feet? Oh, I do. That bounty on Cassio. It reminds me who Cassio is. Cassio hates me. How do we? Forget it. You might have grown up strong, but you ain't that strong. But that's not going to stop you from trying, is it? If you want a chance at surviving this, you better make yourself some friends fast. I'm working up with that. I knew I could count on you, fish. Ask about Havaria. Help me get my bearings. It's been a long time since I was last in Havaria. It's dirty, broken like always. If debt was brokering was bad when you were a kid, it's worse now. Half the population is indentured, and them that hold contracts sell them to pay off their own. No wonder the customs were so uptight on my way back in. Must be a lot of fraud. That ain't half of it. The Admiralty, the Deltrian Admiralty, is pushing for an official annex. They want to make everyone real Deltrian citizens with papers and everything. In Havaria? You're joking. They'll say it'll stop illegal debt brokering. Now anyone with a hand in labor contracts is real ornery, from the poor to the powerful. You can imagine the reaction. You can. The annex can't be a popular move. Most come here to get away from the Admiralty. It ain't. Both the spree of bandits and the cult, dominant religion in Havaria. Abyssal jellyfish god, sure, are in arms about it. Because the spree, because they're criminals, The cult, because they profit off labor more than anybody. So, like, garbage pieces of shit care the fact that they can't put people into slavery anymore, you know? No need to tell me that. The cult's holding a big shindig in a few days, the usual wheeling and dealing in the name of the divine. Word is, the Admiralty is going to use it to make their proposition. Mandatory citizenship. It's going to need a mighty good pitch to convince the cult, and I wouldn't put it past the spree to set fire to the whole affair if they can. American accent. Fish casts a dour eye over the bar, like it's a garden on the near side of winter. Suffice to say, kid, tensions are real high. You'd be smart to keep your head down instead of looking for trouble. So what do I owe you for this, Fish? The cut of my takings? Esh, no. Yeah, like hell no. Yeah. Probably the jellyfish god. I left my bounty hunting days behind me. I had your parents once. I don't like leaving debts unsettled, even to dead folks. They were decent people, Sal Fallon. Watch that you don't end up like him. You know, even when you pay off the debts, the Derek still owns your name. I'm an Ick Derek now, or so they tell me. The offshore Lumen platforms, they worked in an oil derrick. Sure. Yeah, that's a messed up bladder right there. Yeah. You lined up work for me real fast. Some kind of move here? Nah, I just know people, and people know me. You don't need to go after cashier, kid. I have enough to work to keep you busy. I spent my childhood in a Lehman pipe. Biofuel harvested from the ocean floor, probably on the oil derrick. Because of her. And now she's worth more money than either of us can count. Neither of us can count up here. And she's more dangerous than either of us can figure. You go after her, and she'll clap back with a knife for each kidney. I may have extras to spare, but you only got 2. I've worked for lifetime's debt in 10 years, just so I could get back here and settle the score. If you were my friend, you wouldn't be telling me to drop it. Oh, hell, that's not what I meant. You know I hate. I'll give you a roof, a bed, and at least one good meal a day. You live your life the way you want. It's yours. I'll pay you back. I know. Now let's get back to work. I got people in my pocket who owe me a favor. Topo, Jake's smuggler, Pluck, heavy laborer, and Rux, bartender. They're easy people to find. Tell them I sent you, and they can settle their tabs by giving you work. Get that done, and I'll give you a plate of popped Osh new eyes on the house. Giant snail. A giant snail used for entertainment. Bless your warty-hide fish. I'll hold you to that. Places I can go. Another day older and deeper in debt. Pluck has gotten herself into money trouble with Millery. Find a way for Pluck to either make money or pay it back slowly. We have hit the beach. Nowhere near the coastline, but okay. Topper wants you to clear out some beasties from a desolate beach so that the Jakes can use it for smuggling. And silence arrival. Rux is offering you money to lay beat down on Main Nui. Just be careful to not take it too far. Let's try this battle and negotiation. I really want to see what the negotiation is like. And he's all the people that I can speak to, clearly. Alright, let's see what we have here. We have Worker Nuck, Worker Pluck with the quest, and Proprietor GT. Between the fuel stains and the fire in her eyes, it's easy to see a bit of yourself in Pluck. The human looks you up and down in suspicion. You're right there. You look a little stressed. Do I? It's, probably just because I'm going to be dead in a few hours. Really? Maybe? I don't know. Probably. I borrowed money from Millery, but the boss hasn't given me enough shifts to pay it back. Now I've got to convince Millery to give me more time, assuming she doesn't kill me first. Unless you could help me out? What do you think? Yes, we will accept. I can pick one of 3 cards to add to my deck. The damage of the next card played this turn is doubled. We can discard up to 2 cards and gain 1 temporary power for each card discarded. Improvise a finisher from your deck, gain 2 combo. Ah, well that works with the combo knife grip card that we found before. I like Evil Eye. I want to make sure our negotiation deck is good. Thanks. Good luck out there. Okay. There are a few jobs that Knack can't pull off without a little practice. Must be nominative determinism. Didn't think my day would involve a grifter dealing. Pay Knack to help me. I have 75 shells, so... And we have the proprietor GT. Word is, GT's a good boss, but in Havaria that doesn't necessarily mean she's a fair one. Another day in the feud, Oh, we can just beat the shit out of her. Oh my god. We'll talk. You're Pluck's boss, right? What would you say to giving her a bit more work? That lazy sod? Why in the hash's bubbly name would I do that? Listen to this, Grifter. Negotiation tutorial. I would love a quick tutorial, yes please.
At the start of each turn, you draw 5 cards from the draw pile and gain 3 actions. Each card costs a certain number of actions to play. At the end of your turn, the cards in your hand are moved to your discard pile. You win a negotiation by destroying your opponent's core argument. Your resolve carries over between negotiations. If you have no resolve left, you automatically lose any negotiations you attempt. You and your opponent can deploy arguments to help win the negotiation. Arguments have special effects and can be attacked or defended, like the core argument.
So we can choose to attack arguments or the core conceit.
Certain cards apply composure, which mitigates damage. Composure can be applied to any friendly argument and lasts for 1 turn. Your opponent's intents for the next turn are shown in their inner ring.
Oh, so
Use
they're
these
guaranteed.
intents to plan your turn and protect your arguments from damage.
So the opponent's attacks have a specific number, they're not ranges, I see.
Inspecting cards and arguments will bring up their tooltips with a description of their effects. The people you meet in the Griftlands will use different negotiation tactics, so make sure you adjust your strategy to match.
Delegator. When your damage spills over against GT's arguments, it targets your core argument instead. Going to deploy an argument and will cause 4 resolve damage to one of my arguments. I've been given by my ally Stoic. You gain 1 composure at the beginning of each turn. The damage spills over to this argument before the core argument. It has 4 + 1 health, and this is going to be dealing 4 damage. Attitude or inspiration. Damage of the next card is doubled. Okay. So influence cards deal maximum. Okay, so we're going to use Sal's Instincts to gain inspiration. Then we're going to gain 2 influence. Oh, right. I have to attack something first, do I? Can I attack this to stop it from happening? Okay. And I have gained influence as part of my wheel of things. Diplomacy cards deal double damage. Okay. Then we're going to play Evil Eye to double the next card. And then I can deal Fast Talk. And then I end my turn. And we have gained a new thing to target, Grindstone. Targets an opponent argument each turn for 3 damage. This can only target my core. So there is currently 7 damage coming at my core argument. I have a lot of defending cards though. Let's see here. Place 3 composure, so I can block some of it. Let's improvise a card because I want to see what this does. Incept. Added to the opponent's arguments. Flustered. Reduces damage by 1/3. Incept to vulnerability, so all resolve losses reduced by 1. So this just makes everything do less damage by 1 point. So that would reduce my 7 incoming to 5. Gain 1 bonus action next turn. Reducing damage by 1/3, I think, is functionally the same as vulnerability, maybe a little better. Let's gain Gruff. Yeah, it's now reducing my damage to 5. So I can play this to block. And then I can threaten. Can I destroy this? It destroyed it, cool. And now I'm taking less damage than I'm blocking. Perfect. Ooh, a whole bunch of things are happening. Deploying an argument in 3 turns. Going to attack for 4. I will apply composure, gaining block to a thing. Currently taking 3. Although my fast talk, so I can get rid of that. Okay. Negotiation Flourish. Fill up the flourish bar to trigger one of Cell's flourishes. Persist between negotiations. In negotiation, earn flourish by playing cards. Dealing damage and mitigating damage. So I have like a limit break of sorts. Let's see here. Let's improvise a card. Deploy Bait. Must be targeted before anything else. Gain 2 resolve for each stack of bait. Options. Draw 2 cards. Consideration. Apply 2 composure on 2 random friendly arguments. Forcing it to be targeted with 2 resolve. I'm currently taking 7 damage, though. Let's gain a bunch of composure and block. I can continue to gain influence, huh? Oh, it makes my stuff do maximum damage for fast talking, which I don't really need. Dominance, hostility cards gain additional damage. Sure. We have 2 actions left. Let's fast talk into you. And then deflect. And then I only take 1 damage. Deadline. When destroyed, Sal's core argument gains 10 composure. So I have to not attack this. Oh, no, I'm Sal, aren't I? Right. So if I destroy this, I gain health back. But I don't need it right now. I can kind of continue to just pressure as long as it's attacking my main argument. Yeah, you're at low health now, and then I can block for some more. Now you take 3 damage, and then my 10. You got a whole bunch of stuff going. Intense and arguments deploy with bonus damage. Sure, but I'm not too worried about that because I now am in a position where I can clear this out. Fatigued. Cards no longer gain EXP from this negotiation. Oh. Can I clear that from myself? Invulnerable. It can't be attacked. Well, I might be able to clear it now. There we go. Sure. I get it. Makes sense. I can gain a negotiation card. I can build rapport to gain 2 influence and apply 3 composure to it. And this improviser card that costs 0 from my discard pile. Attack a random argument. Evoke. Once per turn, play this card free from wherever it is when the specific cards are met. So this can happen for free if I play 4 hostility cards in a single turn. I don't think I have that. We're going to take Swift Rebuttal because it does damage and gains me a new card for free. You don't want this getting messy. Pluck's desperate, and I hear desperation works like a charm for productivity. Don't you want employees who are too afraid to talk back or complain? That would be nice. But we've got an extra shipment that needs taking care of, but most won't work after dark, so it's too dangerous or some such. Sure. Tell Plug to get started. She can take triple shifts until we meet the quota. Excellent. I'm sure she'll be very grateful. Hello again. Hey, I solved your problem. GT has agreed to give you more shifts. Not only will you make up your payments, but you won't have time to rack up any more debts. That's great, but for some reason I don't feel happy. Can't imagine why not. Well, thanks all the same. I better report to GT before she gives my shifts away, though. And I get paid some shills. I will remove a negotiation card. This Swift Rebuttal is basically just a fast talk with upside, so I'll remove a fast talk. Cool. Done! And then we'll go back to the map and see what other events there are. Well, there's a lot of events. Bounty Hunt. The Admiralty has issued a bounty on Brill. There's a 25 shills bonus if you bring her in alive. A challenging quest. Topo needs you to safely escort one of her smugglers. Let me get a better deck before I start taking on hard stuff. Internal affairs. Fairporo wants you to beat up Beebus. Limited time opportunity. Remains of a recent skirmish. You could go here and gather your results and strengthen my resolve. Ah, yes. Because my resolve has been damaged and remains consistent. But I haven't taken too much resolve damage. Let's go to the desolate battlefield and see what goes on. You come across the signs of a recent battle. If there were any winners, they weren't the type to loot the battlefield. The bodies are still fresh. Best to grab something and run before the beasts are drawn to the bloodshed. Salve. Search the crates for a Varrock whistle. To fight until the end of the fight. Destroy after 3 uses. Pull Distressor out of the mud. This will make me vulnerable. What is a Distressor? Vulnerability is twice as effective against your opponent. It's a negotiation graft. It's like a modifier. I like the idea of being able to summon an ally. You struggle with the crate, and eventually the lid pops off. Sure enough, you find what you're looking for and make tracks while you still can. Added to the deck. Let's go on a bounty hunt. There was an encounter en route. Krog watches. Krog approaches you wearing a smile like a grease stain.
So who?
Bet you love a good thrill. Fancy a wager? You bet your last shill that Krog knows his way around his own sleeve. Preferably, though, you wouldn't bet against Krog. Wager? What kind?
Show us a
Just a game of chance, friend.
Bosokiete.
I'll flip this shill, and you call it in the air. Double your money if the fates are on the same side. Sure, I can afford to bet 50. I wouldn't be here if the fates weren't usually on my side.
Shanta.
Excellent. That's the kind of overconfidence I like to hear. With a wink, Krog tosses the coin high in the air. Call it. Snails. Krog catches the coin with a flourish. He shows it to you. Sorry, pal, but it looks like I won. What? Krog looks disappointedly down at the coin. Sure enough, you called it. What the? I mean, what do you know? You are lucky. Of course, you could take your winnings now, or you could double your haul. Double or nothing, what do you say? No, I'll take my winnings, thanks. Nah, I don't want to push my luck. Take your money before I tear up saying goodbye. Why, thank you, and thanks for the clean, honest fun. Easy for you to say, of course. Krog leaves, staring ruefully at his coin. Bonus money! I would continue to, do the thing I was heading for. There we go. I guess you have the choice of changing your mind if you were encountered on the way. Sure. Right. This is the person we need to go beat up, huh? Issued a bounty on Brill. I need to get that from Ferdinand. There's Grex the guard. It's easy to feel sorry for someone with a face like Grex's. At least Grex thinks it should be. This beautiful itches like you wouldn't believe. In true Havarian fashion, Millery's promoted status seems to have been promoted by something other than her lackluster work ethic. Did he? Shroak aren't usually drawn to bureaucracy, but then who is? Oh. Keep on the good side of the Admiralty, and your livelihood will benefit all the more for it.
Sehu.
I hear you're looking for hunters.
Sonaku.
Always. There's never a shortage of bounties in Havaria. Ferdinand appraises you, paying careful attention to the knives at your belt.
Sakikasa.
Seems like you might be a good fit for one target in particular. What do they do?
Yatipoma.
Honestly, I don't even know. I just have a list to clear.
Kenehe people
Bring them in dead or alive. I'll pay money for alive if you can manage it, but I'm not picky. Find Brill. Accept. And I gain a attack card. I can spend all of my combo and gain 2 defense per combo. Regain your spent combo next turn. Spend 2 combo, this card deals max damage and costs 1 less. Ends as a finisher. I see. Defending feels important. So, where's this person supposed to be?
Ziteshia.
That's supposed to be your job, innit?
Tupelson.
According to the dossier, she is a known associate of pluck and knack. Oh, I know what that is then.
Tashi's hill.
I'd start by talking to one of them, see what you can scare up. Aye, aye, Sarge.
Sikyolkia.
Aye, my Rick.
Totiana.
But your enthusiasm is noted. Let's speak to Pluck, since we've become friends. Grants heavy lifting. Attack damage is increased by 1. Temporary power. The start of each battle gain 4 defense and 2 temporary power. Let's ask about Brill. What are these, by the way? Social boon, cozy. Gain 2 resolve. Troubled past. Lose 2 maximum resolve and 2 maximum health. So we're at a full neutral. Fair enough. We're gonna ask about Brill. Hey pal, you wouldn't happen to know where I might find Brill, would you? Hey, not too loud. If word gets out, I'm friends with a hunter after Brill. What? I'm not good for your reputation. You don't play well with audiences. But I wouldn't do wrong by you, son, I'll tell you. Brill has been marked on the map. Just keep this between us, okay? It's our little secret. I'll give you some cash. Wise investment. And we will gain heavy lifting as a special item. This is Better Living Chemists. Let's go find Brill. This is Brill. The god Toppo. Nobody in Havaria has ever heard of a smuggler with a heart of gold, and nobody in Havaria has ever heard of Toppo. It's unlikely the two are related. Toppo nods in acknowledgement of your presence. Well, it's a start. I can pay 45 for the help. Might be a bit of trouble coming. You're looking to make some cash. If you're paying, I'm helping. You wouldn't want Brill's job, but then neither does Brill. Aye. You know when a bounty hunter catches their quarry, they say something like, "You're gonna come quiet, or you're gonna do this the hard way." Yeah? Seems you can't decide whether you want to be a hunter or a comedian. But I know what you really are. Dead. You're gonna find this a hard time. Let's battle!
At the start of each turn, you draw 5 cards from the draw pile and gain 3 actions.
Like negotiating.
Each card costs a certain number of actions to play. At the end of your turn, The cards in your hand are moved to your discard pile.
Same
You
as
can win
before.
a battle by killing all of your opponents, or by making them surrender. Enemies will surrender when their health dips below their panic threshold. Killing enemies may have diplomatic consequences. Certain cards apply defense, which mitigates incoming damage. Defense can be applied to yourself or your allies, and lasts for 1 turn. You can preview what your enemies and allies will do on their next turn. Use these previews to plan your turn. Your allies all act before your enemies.
Do I act before my allies?
Some cards apply conditions that are represented by icons above your health bar. Inspect a condition icon to learn about its effects.
40 health. Will panic once I've received 28 damage. Their power, attack damage, and power is increased. Smuggler Topo will be taking 9 defense. Alright, sure. Temporary power. Oh, yes. That's right. Let me... Okay. 7! And then we'll apply 4 defense to you. Do I want to summon the rock? I don't think I want to. Not yet. Can I check the intent? I think after 16 damage. But I don't see how much damage we're going to be attacking for, I don't think. Oh, yes, it does. It's 9. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to be hit. That's dealing... so I am told how much damage is going to be happening here. So this is going to be dealing 6 damage. So if I can do 10 damage, we in. But, let's improvise a card. Take equal to bleed. Okay. Apply to bleed. Alright. So they've got 6 coming. I can't get that to 10, I don't think. So I'll just full block this turn. We'll panic this turn. They'll take 6 damage in the hit panic, so we don't need to do anything. Hooray! Have mercy! Oh, you can just kill them. No, we'll take them in the life, please. We'll take a battle card. If a target has bleed, apply impair and wound. Discard 2 cards. Attack a random enemy for free. Or gain 1 power. Can I see my deck again? I'd like to maybe remove some stabs. Building combo seems pretty important, but let's go take Gash, and then we restore some resolve. All right, enough. I'll take my chances with the Admiralty.
Sopesana.
That's more like it. Just wish you could have realized that before we went through all this rigmarole. You bind Brill's wrists and she falls in line behind you. What was that? Dislikes me. Sure, fine. Alright, let's call it in. But an event on the way. You find a Jake, a collection of free laborers, sitting by the side of the road. She is visibly injured. She gets up painfully as you approach. I have an offer for you.
Gotatel.
I'm listening. I've got a package deal. 3 units of the finest improvised weaponry this side of the Grout Bog. An impassable marsh. They really pack a punch. I can tell you that from experience. Well, I can't buy it. But, I can, talk about your injuries. Oh, you're alright? You don't look alright. I'm fine. Let's say these items were hard to come by. Man. Yeah, I would lose. Even if they're injured. I don't think that's the thing that I would especially want to go and take on. A rocket propelled grenade. 8 to 10 hits all enemies. Broken after 2 uses. Makes sense. I don't have the money to pay you though. I'm not interested. No? Maybe they were right about me. Maybe I should just stick to lifting heavy, thanks. I'll just be on my way now. Gwael picks up her wares and sadly walks off into the distance. Right, Ferdinand. We'll hand over Brill. His Brill as promised. You actually brought her in alive. Nice job, Grifter. You surprised me. Come along, Brill. We have a lot to talk about. This is outrage. I've been set up, I tell ya. Save it for the magistrate. And now hates me. But I get paid my shills. I gain a negotiation card, Bounty Hunter. This effect is added to the opponent's arguments. When destroyed, the owner's core argument takes 6 to 9 resolve damage and gains 1 impatience. Owner's intense augments deploy with +1 damage. Alright, let us report back. Now the day is done. Oh, but there's limited time events. Enfeebling Ray. Replenish. When this card is drawn, draw another card. And Healing Spring. I'm not damaged, so I'm not worried about that. Let's get the Enfeebling Ray. Pluck is happy to see you. Hey, Sal. I found something the other day that made me think of you. You don't have to take it, it'll bog you down, but it's yours. Oh, thank you. Sure, Pluck. Thanks. But that's a good use, yeah? Frisch greets enthusiastically. I've got an down here. So, I've got lined up a great opportunity for you. Those two over there are night merchants. They sell rare goods you can't get nowhere else. And it just so happened that they need your help. You can only be in one place at a time, but either will get you a leg up you sorely need, kid. Go tell them I sent you and ingratiate yourself. Just be warned that they're both persnickety so-and-so, so you're probably going to cheese off the one you don't pick. Huh, sounds neat. Thanks, Fish. So we have Endo, and we have Throluk of the Beasts. Topo's hanging out up here. We know. Oh, we can share a drink. It gives me 10 resolve and money. And Topo will like me. But I destroy my conversation deck. No thanks. Element's head for business is famous throughout Murder Bay, but so is her lack of nerve. When my boots aren't tamping the creosote roads of Hivaria, I consider this tavern my office. That's fine. I'm not really interested in drinking right now. Man, this guy looks tired. This guy's not having it. Either Endo's got a smudge on his nose, or the call of the divine has turned his gaze within. Out in the chill of night, best cover your neck, and not for fear of catching cold. What's the special job? Hey, I'm a friend of Fish's. How can I help? Fish tells me you're pretty good with a blade. I get by. Sounds like you need something stabbed. Is it something with 4 legs or 2? Yes. Let's just call it an infestation. It's getting in the way of my good deeds. I'll get you there when you flash or steal or whatever it is hunters do. Let me find more. I want to know more about you. So, what's so special about this market, anyway? It operates outside of Admiralty supervision, so you can get quality goods with minimal taxation. And how does the Admiralty feel about this? Hunter, please. I'm a Hessian. Oh, right, yes, one of the religious sect that lives here. I don't give a squat what the Admiralty feels about anything. Accurately put, priest. It's been a long day. That sounds like a lot of work. Rain check? I don't have that luxury, but you'll go your way and I'll go mine. Some people keep pets. Throluk keeps battle steeds. What are you looking at? Fish says you've got work. The other grifter she was seeking so highly of. Tell me, are you good with animals? Depends on the animal, I suppose. What I'm concerned about is a bit more exotic than you're probably used to. There's a grogget. The bog beast lives in Murder Bay, and I intend to catch it. I just need the right bait. What kind of bait? Wow. Oh, I see. It's building a nest nearby. It shouldn't take too long. What is a grogget exactly? The good news is that it's a herbivore. So it's not dangerous? Oh no, it's deadly. It weighs 3 tons and there's a penchant for belly flopping on anything it sees as a threat. It'll kill you. It just won't eat you after. And how did the grogget get there? So this grogget's not from around here? No, they're from Grout Bog mostly. This one was probably a pet that got released. People keep these things as pets? Oh yeah, they're cute things when they're young. But keep it too long, next thing you know, it's building a nest out of your sweaters with your arms still inside. Hey, you know what? I don't want to help the church. Well, it's not even the church, it's just a cult. They call it a cult. I will help the hunter. I'll do it. Great. I know where it's trying to build its nest. I'll be looking for tough, stringy materials. Hold up. Just keep your sinews where they belong and you'll be fine. It seems your conversation was overheard. Endo steps in to interrupt. Fish does not forget Grifter, neither will I. Cool beans. I can buy cards, I can buy a drink. How much does it cost? I give 15 shills for it, sure. I can change outfits. Ooh. We're fighting, huh? Nah, I think I'm alright with the deck I have. Give 30 shills, so this is more expensive. We're going to be fighting rather than talking. So I'm not too stressed. We can you order drinks for you both. Topo greedily accepts. You're not a total piece of dreck after all. We gain tipsy in battle and slurred speech. Sure. Yay. Done. All right. Let's go adventuring and find the invasive species. Can you smell that? It smells like cabbage flatulence and old leather. Grocket, ain't no doubt. We've got the advantage of being downwind, so let's not squander it. Now, you're the bait, mind, so you're in charge of sending it my way. And where are you going to be? Over yonder, hiding in the bushes. Should we try to flank it? Make it... Nah, too dangerous for me. I ain't paying you to take issue with my strategy. If you're going to be a baby about it, I have some cracklers you can use. They might help. Increases the target's panic meter by damage done. Oh! Sick. I will take 2. I don't think I want to take all 3. That feels like it would clog my deck a bit too much. You cannot write in for this fight once it starts. It's do or die. All right. I'm ready. Remember, don't kill it. Soon enough, the Grocket comes lumbering by. You wave your gangly limbs from side to side, hoping they look tough and alluring. Oi, farts for brains. You want some of this? How are you going to have babies if you can't even provide a home, huh? Hard to tell if a Grocket is angry. No American accent, sorry, but at least it seems your taunt was super effective. Wanted alive! It's going to attack me for 7 damage. Remove 1 stack whenever you play an attack card targeting this. When removed, the Grocket will prepare a dangerous attack. Ignores any non-piercing damage less than or equal to 6. Remove 1 stack when attacked. This is basic, but it's not piercing. Okay. Well, we can full block this turn, and let's go and see how much damage we deal. We need to deal 95 damage. You know what? Summon ally. It'll panic after it receives damage, I see. What are you planning to do? A status effect will be applied. You have combo, apply bleed. Impair, reduced by 33. I don't want to use that yet. I want to wait for an actual attack. Get hit by the crackler. Increasing panic. Let's draw 2 cards. Apply 2 wound, expend. Apply 2 bleed, expend. Let's trip. Hey, Cruising! This is the first time that I've played this game. I'm still trying it out. So we've got 2 wound. This reduces the amount of damage. Ignores any non-piercing equal to 4. Okay. So that wound increase definitely helped in terms of being able to get through. But how are you doing, Creasing? Yeah. I'm still kind of like poking at this and figuring it out. But it's going good. Hope you're doing well. What was that roar? Oh, it gained armor. And it's now going to try and hit me for 9. I don't have a way of blocking any of that. So we're going to hit it with the crackler. We're going to get rid of this. And maybe try stabbing. I'm about to take 9, but I still have a lot of health. I'm alright. You're gonna gain some block again, huh? Alright. Doing good currently on break at work, so can't stay for very long. No worries, but thank you for dropping in. I appreciate you. This just seems like a turn where I try and deal as much damage as I can, so yeah, that wound is really helping me get past that gimmick of ignoring damage. Thorny Carapace. It deals damage back. Ooh. Apply 2 bleed. Expend the bleed. We're going to use Sal's daggers. Gain saber grip. Apply the bleed. You get counter hit, but that's okay. You're now going to apply a powerful attack, but that's fine. Ah, I should be putting the defense on in advance, maybe. But we're getting to the games of varying art styles, but you always got that clay, you know? Oh, true. I found out like yesterday that this game is by the Don't Starve people, and I can sort of see that. I do like its comic booky style, though. It's fun. I enjoy it. Actually, let's continue to enfeeble. I didn't draw a free card. Boo. Gain some block and then my turn. Its belly is exposed, and it's going to be doing big damage this turn, unless we find a way to get... I need to do 21 damage to it. It's going to flee this turn. Oh, because this is enough damage to make it surrender. Okay. I will spend, just in case, I will block. And it runs. But we win and don't die. Yeah. Drackle free fighting. I haven't really, like, used combo yet. It's kind of unclear whether I am gaining combo. Are accumulated until they are spent by a finisher. Yeah, so I need to actually have... I need to play a card that gives me combo before these do anything. And the only thing I think that gives me combo currently is if I go for Hammer Grip on this. I don't think there's anything else that gives me combo. Which means that this was probably a bad card to take a while ago. But that is okay. I'll decline and gain money instead. You drive the Grarkit towards Throluck of the Beasts, and it flees into the bushes. Sounds of a scuffle, punctuated by the occasional squawk, give way to sudden silence. Throluck joins you in the clearing, dragging a tattered net. You alright? Did it get away? It did. Magnificent creature, that Grarkit. All resilience, absolutely no weaknesses whatsoever. I can only hope to grow stronger and catch it next time. You're strangely okay with this. You didn't let it get away, did you? You'll unlock cards that give more combo with multiple runs. But that's good to confirm that it's something about cards specifically give you combo rather than it being like, have you played X cards this turn? Because I would read that as, have you played this many attacks consecutively, for example. That would make sense what combo is to me. But cool, got it. Good to know. Of course not. That Grarkit has eluded me for months. It can be pretty thrilling having a worthy rival. I best move on. You've earned your pay and your reward. Give me rewards. Ah yes, I can go to the night market now. This is the market? This is how we keep the prices low and the Admiralty off our backs. Take a look around, and if you're in the market for a furry little friend, I can hook you up. Throluck now likes me. Hi Endo. The Bell of Hash's room to shelter all. For a price. Remove a negotiation card, but it's more expensive because he doesn't like me. We have Rake. There's a rough combat. No. There's a rough combat ring scratched into the sand. Rake stands guard over it, scrutinizing your approach. You look tough for a lumen worker. Don't let the stains fool you. I didn't work lumen for long. Yeah? Then you're probably big on self-improvement. Train with me and I'll teach you to fight Havarian style. They don't call it Murder Bay for nothing. Remove a battle card for 50 money. Spend 2 combo, discard cards to deal that ability whenever you apply bleed, heal 1. Wow. This card was improvised this turn, attack 3 times. I see. Apply 3 defense, increase by 2 for the rest of this battle. Whenever this card is improvised. Draw 3 cards, gain 2 counter. Let me pay 50 to remove a card. And remove a stab. Like all good markets, there's a spark baron selling tech of questionable performance and safety. Need an edge hunter? A good graft could warn off your enemies, or lure them to your grave. Graft slots. Oh. These. Requires 100 chills. I do not have the money. interesting.
Mais pas quoi?
I can drill you a new slot, but I'm not going to lie. It's going to hurt like hell. Yeah, no thanks. And for a look, a coyote carcass. Okay, okay. Asked to see Scratch, a wild shruglet. Asked to see Eddie's, a wild yote, and buy cards. Tell me about the coyote. That thing. They're relentless scavengers. Nature's ultimate survivors. Almost nothing can stop them. Except for lasers. They aren't so good against those. 150 shills, even with the discount. You have the ability to these are summon things. Sure, sure, sure. I can't afford them. That's fine. And these are also now more expensive because he doesn't like me. Plead. Lose one influence. I see. Draw 3 cards. Double composure in all arguments. Call in favors. Double your influence. Gain 3 vulnerability. Expand. You know, a lot of these games have choices to side with multiple groups, but they're all. Sorry. You know, a lot of games have choices to side with multiple groups, but they all are bad for the people of the game world, just different flavors of bad. This game included, in my opinion. I like that, but it would be interesting to have a game that twists the concept and have you choose between different factions that are good, but different flavors of good instead. Yes, I guess people find it juicier to have a game where it is tough choices. Because when bad things occur, and by consequence those bad things that can also happen to you as a player, that can be a little more tricky to chew on, rather than, oh, everything's great but I have a limited amount of resources to spend on good things. There is more drama involved in negative side effects. But I do think that you could probably split the difference and have these multiple groups be, on the whole, beneficial for the space, but have their own perspectives that make things worse in specific instances or for specific people, right? You know, I think a lot of the better written Shin Megami Tensei games do a good job of talking about law versus chaos in a way that isn't good versus evil. There are benefits to being law and there are benefits to being chaos, but there are also specific detriments to having those as the sole ways of existing, right? This game did immediately set up that the two factions I can ally myself with, are occult and criminals. Granted, when they say criminals, who are deciding that these people are criminals, although this entire area, this entire nation, as the game frames it, is super down to chattel slavery and human trafficking. So really, I would want to burn it all down at all. The fact that any of the people here are down with the idea of slavery is fucked. So Oh, because I have the passive of already being disliked by any feud citizens that come up, sure. You come across a lone merchant, a rare sight on Havarian roads. Usually they're smart enough to travel with armed security. Hey, stranger. Nice day, isn't it? Adelin's clothing is rich, and rich clothing has deep pockets. And the roads are deserted, except for you and your new friend. Say, you look like someone in need of an edge. I have some goods that might interest you. Shuffle step, which I cannot afford. How much is it? 150. And it's more expensive because they don't like me. Improvise. Oh, sure. And I could make them hate me by robbing him. I'm fine. Alan throws back her shoulders and turns from you with a notable flare of her nostrils.
Ok, mon pas.
I bid you good day, but don't think you deserve it. She struts away. It's late when you get back to the Grog and Dog, but you spot trouble before you even step onto its porch. You slip quietly behind an overturned table before anyone notices. I hear you've been asking after my bounty, but you're out of the game, fish. So you must be asking for someone else. I don't hold it against you, but whatever hunter you're hiding, you need to hand them over. There's no... Nah, we're around here, I guess. Yeah, we're around here. There's no hunter here, Cashier. But we both know that's not going to stop you from being a mudsucker. I have a business to run, same as you. There was a time when you respected that. The slimy underside of Cashier's voice is enough to draw you out of your hiding spot. Blade at the ready. Don't be so smug, Cashier. Nobody gets a bounty like yours without enemies. So, you're the hunter? I'd have thought that Derek would have beaten the spirit out of you. It didn't have to be this way, Cashier. You could have bought me out at any time. I'd have forgiven you. With that look in your eye, I don't think so. Don't mistake this for condescension. I'm proud you made it with the Derek. I should have known you would. A faction reputation system in games very compelling. I see that. I don't really play enough, because that usually is something that's tied to a lot of sandbox style games, right? Whenever somebody talks to me about faction and reputation systems, it makes me think of like the Fallout series, right? And I'm sure those series are really cool, but the idea of having that open like world to just kind of poke around in and do whatever and then maybe find where plot is the thing that gives me hives. I'm really bad at that kind of shit. But the idea of working with there's a lot of tabletop RPGs that are specifically about faction tracking. A big chunk of Blades in the Dark is kind of really into that idea of building and losing relationships with all the people of Duskfall. So yeah, definitely a compelling thing to interact with. Excuse me if I don't stick around to see this done. It'll hurt too much to see you go down. Cashier tosses a fistful of shills onto the soiled bar counter. For the damages, Fish, if you manage to survive. Ain't nothing personal, after all. Not even the floorboards creak as Cashier leaves. For a moment, her goons hang there, watching to see what you do. Go down quiet, Hunter. I promise it'll just be like going to sleep. We can gain resolve, or I can fight Bulit. I'm gonna do some negotiation. Plus 10 resolve. Afraid of Cashier. That's fine. Jeet, you're the bouncer. I'm going to keep ruffians out. Cashier is a class of her own. You want to be served at my bar? Better listen. Double edge. Whenever Jeet deals damage, they gain composure equal to the resolve lost. If no resolve is lost, Jeet takes 3 damage. So as long as I full block. I will apply 3 composure to myself. Full block. And I will double damage my next card. And then deal 6 damage. Oh, I gain an ad-lib. Expend dud. Remove this card for the next negotiation. Created when trying to improvise a card you don't have. Oh, sure. I see. Just take that bonus damage. And turn. Fully blocked, and you take 3 damage back. Excellent. Crafty. Intents and target previews are hidden. When this argument takes damage without being destroyed, Zeet gains ploy. And it attacks for free. But I do have the ability to do 3 damage immediately, so I'm going to skip rid of that. I am about to take 3 damage. I do already have some influence. Gains composure, so you regain some health, I see. I have 2 left. Let's use instincts and gain dominance. And deal increased max damage. We're in pretty good stead. Even if you recover 3 health here, that's not a big deal. Okay. As before, we're going to make sure we full block here. Imply one wanted. Absolutely. And then we will immediately destroy it to deal a whole bunch of bonus damage to you. Intents and arguments deploy with +1 damage, so they take some damage when they're in. Oh, you gotta go? No worries, but thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your shift, and have a good evening. End turn. Ploy. Targets for 3, takes 1 damage. At the end of each turn, double the damage this argument deals, unless I deal with it immediately. Well, fortunately, you don't have a way of blocking, so I win this turn. I win! Negotiation's fun, I get it. Gain 3 vulnerability. All resolve losses increased by 1. Whenever I expend a card, I draw 1 card. Expend. Like that. Let's discuss, shall we? What you're gonna make me do? You're gonna make me do your job for you? No, I guess not. Alright. Jeet steps to your side, ready to defend the Grog and Dog. Better late than never, you suppose. Alright, we're not going into this alone. Time to knock some heads. Attacking us both. Galvanized. Playing this card triggers Voltaic. Galvanized is removed, and this card goes into your discard pile. At the end of your turn, take 1 damage for every Galvanized you've played this turn. You're buffing me, are you? I'm going to gain some defense. So I am now fully blocking that attack. I do not have any combo. But we can start leaning on some damage immediately. Okay. I gained that block. Fantastic. Just hitting me for 5, are you? Oh, this is galvanized. Playing this card triggers Voltaic. At the end of your turn, take galvanized for every... Ah, right, I'm being electrocuted. I see. We'll take Cell's daggers and gain the bleed, and hit you for bleed. End turn. Oh, you're buffing yourself. Too bad. I'm going to be summoning an ally. We're gonna fight dirty. 2 wound. Yeah, let's throw 2 wound on top of that blade. And then just kind of lean in on the amount of damage we've got going. 2 to 5. 4 to 7 with the buff. What else we got going? We've got Enfeebling Ray, but I shock myself if I use it. I don't want to use it though. Reinforce. Attacking all of us again. I remain galvanized. I mean, I gotta self-persevere, I think. How do I clear that? Take 2 damage for every galvanized card I've played this turn. Right. Let's see here. What do I want to do? You have a whole 13 block on you, so you're actually already in a pretty mean place right now. I might have to start taking some damage to deal some damage, you feel me? Especially keeping the pet alive. Yeah, I'll take 2 damage and remove the condition. That's fine. Right, this isn't as, this deck isn't as, I'm being just directly targeted, that's fine. Oh, I would like bleed more than wound. Let's go to cards. Oh, here we go. Cuts your damage down. Excellent. And now I'm only taking 3 damage. $26 damage remaining. I think I can do that. You're self-buffing again. These shields wear off before the next turn can come around. So... we can make you surrender this turn though, it feels like. Knocking through that spare damage. Taking 6 is not a big deal. You resign this turn. Perfect. Because we go before you do, so I'm going to end turn. Oh? That didn't go how that was supposed to. Hold on. right, I'm shocking myself, sure. Right, okay, cool. I can end this fight now if I want. Hey, you're just trying to do all this shit for money. We're all trying to do this shit for money. Give up. I'll restore some resolve. I can upgrade a stab. Ah, and it can either lower the range but hit twice, or increase the amount of damage, but I discard a card for doing it. Let's have a new battle card. Reduces cost by 1 for the rest of the battle. That's pretty good. How many improvised cards do I have? I have the 1. I have Fight Dirty. Is my only improvised card. Gain 2 defense, increase by 2 for each card played this turn. For the rest of the turn, gain defense equal to the amount of bleed you play expend. Right. Let's take Defensive Surge. Improvise 1 random hostility card. It costs once less until played. Spend 2 influence. Apply 8 composure. Apply 2 composure to a random argument. Increase by 1 for each card played this turn. Let's do this. I have enough influence generating things, I think. Or maybe not. 2 influence. This might be better, actually. Accept card. I will pick a graft reward for not killing your ass. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn. All diplomacy cards deal less damage. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn. When installed, 2 random people will hate you. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn. Your core argument takes 2 damage at the end of your turn. I'll take the passive damage. All of those had a pretty mean downside, actually. But then I guess they exist in the same kind of space as Slay the Spire, where you gain 1 energy, but you can no longer rest at campsites. But you can only play X number of cards per round, that kind of thing. So sure, that tracks. Fish carefully navigates the mess of her bar, favoring her side. She doesn't look too badly injured, but she's not as young as she used to be. Well, that shut to rotten oyster. But we've been through and through worse, and we're both still standing. I can't believe she came for you like that. You? She doesn't care anymore, does she? She's just a monster all the way down. Well, that's done is done. The only fire's only good if it stokes the engine, kid. I should have gone for Casio as soon as I arrived. Now you're dragged into it too. None of that. You got a bit of grit in your eye. You'll wink it out once you get some sleep. I got a room set up for you in the back. With Casio gone, the few patrons that remain return to their drinks. Them that weren't spilled, anyway. I'm not drinking more. I'm out of money. Who's Trina, though? Okay. Fish didn't get the top of her fill by indulging her wounds. She barely flinches as she spit shines an old mug. Bet your blood's boiling, kid, but we survived the day. Cool your feet, get some rest, and we'll come up with a plan in the morning. Ooh. Fish cakes. Pay 25 shells for a big heal. Let's just rest in the back. Good night's rest can't hurt, unless I wake up dead, that is. Casio won't come back on my watch. The back's barricaded and the front is me. No, kid. Room Rook unlocked. Oh, this is one of the 3 player characters. Your bed calls to you. You work too hard to start worrying. Sleep claims you quickly. A whole bunch of people dislike me. You slept through the night with one hand gripping the knife under your pillow. But then you've slept that way every night since you were 12. It's early morning, but the Grog and Dogs patrons are already hard at work on their drinks. So, I know you thought I should hold off on that bounty, but after last night, if Cascio wants me to be her worst nightmare, I'd like to oblige. How are you gonna do that? She knows you're here, and she's got money and goons to keep her safe. What you got? You? You're damn right. Lucky for you, I have a couple of contacts who want Cascio dead almost as much as you do, if you can convince them to work with you. Will they need convincing? Afraid so. The Admiralty doesn't trust hunters as a rule. But talk to my contact and see if you can convince her otherwise. But take it, Cascio would make the space spree. Would make a space the spree the crime gang would be more than happy to fill. I know somebody will talk to you, especially if you can bring Cassio's head on the platter.
Who should call?
Lots of unclaimed bounties running the spree, I take it. They're small fry and you're a barracuda. Everyone knows Cassio's bounty's on the line. You got to set your sets high. You got your sights set higher. Convince Nadan of that, the spree leader, and he'll give you the leg up you need once you paid your dues, of course. And if I don't, then maybe he'll want to kill you, or maybe you just want to be left alone. People's is people's. It's very true. You think I should play nice with the law, huh? Why not? Lots of folks think bounty hunters are on the Admiralty's side. Lots of folks don't too. The Admiralty, for example. Ulo will give you the time. The Admiralty acts like the tough guys around here, but they're as broke and corrupt as the rest. You don't like it? There's always a spring. Figures Cascio would come after you no matter what you did. Well, it's not like I came back as a lowly lumen sludger. She probably has an alert out for any bounty hunter who comes into port. Plus, you were asking around for info, huh? I thought you said I should keep my head down. Yeah, well, I never forgot what Cascio did neither. Didn't seem right that you'd come home just to let bygones be bygones. And that bounty. It is a big bounty. The biggest. For that money, we could open 3 bars. You got it, fish. Dream big. You really okay with this after last night? We're in it now, whether we like it or not. Leave my grudges where I like them as long as the hunt's still on. Absolutely. There's blood in water. Then do it. You won't get no complaints from me. Alright, let's head out. So we can go picking signs. Mercenaries are available for hire, and I have no money, so I'm not going to be doing that. So we can work with the organized crime or the disorganized crime. Let's go for the disorganized crime. Sorry, one moment. I see. There's a lot of folks here. Rux. Rux has never met a paying customer he didn't have the patience for.
Cajon?
Before you stop yapping it up with my clientele, mind buying something first? Cannot afford a drink. Alright, let's just have a chat with Nadan. The man meets you graze with a face like barbed wire.
Kiausatun.
The Don, right? I hear you're a guy worth knowing.
Shasatata.
And I hear you've got an axe to grind. You want to bury it in a few skulls?
Yeah, sure, sir.
You won't get anywhere near Cashier without my help.
So putsu.
But my help don't come cheap or easy.
Piol Pasha.
You do good work and survive to reap the benefits, then maybe we're in business.
Piotaki.
I get you're the one with the demands, pal, but I like to get to know who I'm working with.
Tobia.
Yeah, can't say I blame you with that fish out of water stink.
Tesuka.
If you were from here, you'd have heard of me already. I'm the Scourge in Murder Bay.
Subeposu.
Folks actually call you that?
Tomeshe.
I don't know. I never asked. I'm not much of a conversationalist.
Anatsobuku. Shato
So,
Hukia.
this work you're having me do.
Imonto.
Favors.
Shakape.
Yeah, right. It's illegal, I assume.
Sakopina.
It's up to you, ain't it? I only care about results.
Kukuanshi.
If you find a way of getting me what I want while playing nice with the law, that's your time wasted, not mine.
Shadisasel.
You sure Cashier will be here herself? She might just send her goons to do your shopping for it.
Wishapota.
It ain't just the goods this year. Big decisions are getting made. The Admiralty wants to annex, and they need the cult on side to do it.
Kashupa.
Citizenship would make most Sainavarians choke, but it goes down smoother if we're done with some Hashian wisdom.
Tesaken.
Then guess whose life gets a whole lot harder if labor contracts get regulated?
Dokusanasho.
The biggest debt broker in the Griftlands, I suppose.
Tien San.
The annex is a wrench in her whole operation. She'll be there to make sure it doesn't happen.
Takase.
So take that wrench and yank it. Alright,
Seka Sosi.
the contract's a contract. I'm happy to be in business with you, Nadan.
Kasokos he.
Good. Glad you're convinced so easy. You do good on these favors, and maybe we're as copacetic as you say. And Cashier will be all yours.
Yes, Ame.
First order of business, take this. A spree card. Ah, a faction card. Improvise a random upgraded bleed card. Yeah. Yeah. What's my deck looking like right now? Additional things that proc bleed is probably going to be the important thing to do here.
Tesopeja.
What is it?
Sotenapo.
This will tell people that you're under my protection.
Chipateki.
Nice. I've always wanted to learn the secret handshake.
Goa pecado.
So, put me to work, boss. Need to impress, ain't I?
Kapia.
You're hungry. That's good.
Siopo.
The Admiralty took down one of my operations. Most of my people got out, save one. I
Shikiaso.
cut my losses, but that's the one I had. Important intel in their brain. Intel I still need. So I need you to bust him out of jail. That's a big ask, don't you think? A jailbreak?
Sosin Soko.
Relax, Salty. I got someone on the inside. An officer so deep in my pocket they'll never worm their way out.
Saposana.
You just roll up stinking like a hunter and pretend you've been hired to collect.
Siakoashwa.
You do, then bring them on back. I'm that much closer to liking you.
Yeah, Pulsina
Lucky
to.
me. I
Sasa.
said it. Pick a graft from a random draw. I would love to remove a card at some point, but done. All right, let's hit the road. Spots. The Admiralty informant.
Kashana Mo.
Hold up there.
Shoes
You
Hopo.
the hunter the Don mentioned?
Tehukia.
You got it. I'm here to meet with the informant.
Piosetu.
Is that what we're calling him? More like a worm slithering to avoid the spade.
Sasoantu.
Take him, Hunter, but don't hesitate to lop off his head if he slithers too far. The spree bandit shoves spots towards you with the force that leaves him scowling.
Kuhinasha.
All right, I said that helped, didn't I?
Je pulsina
You
to.
don't sound very sure.
Sapusha.
Oh, I'm sure. Nadan and his goons made it plenty clear that what you'd do to me if I didn't play nice.
Takento.
We're on the same page, Hunter. Just wish it bought me some fair treatment is all. Hiku spots his feet before marching off to some new enterprise.
Kalpasepo.
Oyster Shaka.
Posantosie.
Let's go, Hunter. The sooner I'm out from under this hill, the better. Alright. And we wander to the prisoner exchange. But there's an event on the way! A traveler appears on the road ahead. Before you can be spotted, Spots grabs your elbow and pulls you into the shade.
Asaku.
I know her, that's great. I've seen her wanted poster. We could arrest her to help our cover. Not very strong. Sure. Gree's gonna fucking hate me. But that's fine.
Monsieur Poshi.
Alright, but you better be sure about this. I'm a
Potosie.
professional. I know a criminal when I see one. You ready your blades and move in on Gree. Gree dislikes me? Oh no. We're just gonna go in with a stab. Attacks at foot. Bonus damage. Yep. Cruelty. Apply 2 wounds if not defended. Understood. Gained evasion. Dodge next hit, remove 1 evasion. I see. Oh, he's gonna take a ton of damage. You gain some defense, so you're fully blocking that effect. We're gonna improvise some bleed. Yeah, just to clear those 2 effects. Still looking to do 6 damage to you, huh? Let's see here. We're doing 6. And then gaining 2 wound if not defended. Let's make sure that's full blocked. And then we can attack twice. Okay. Exposed. When deceiving defense, reduce the amount. I see. Okay. You're gonna buff yourself again, but this is fine. We're in a position where we can start. We're gonna improvise a bleed card. This card was improvised, attack 3 times, apply 3 per stack. Absolutely. Nine bleed. Okay. And then we can end turn. You take 9 damage, and then you give up, and we'll accept the surrender. Let's upgrade the elbow strike. Destroy. Remove this card permanently. Oh, hell yeah. Apply 3 bleed and then deal damage equal to target's bleed. Love that. What the hell do you want with me anyway? I was just minding my own business.
Shosha.
You're under arrest, I guess. Just keep your clapper shut. I have a headache already. You gag Gree before she can make too much of a fuss.
Jonda.
You make arrest look so easy, Hunter. Good work.
Sotopasi.
Well, we're committed now, so you better be right about this. Hates me. Just making all the enemies. You find Durno flanked by an Admiralty guard. They don't look keen to let him go unwatched.
Halt there, officer. That's close enough with a stranger in tow.
I'm a hunter. I've been hired to help escort a dangerous prisoner.
So pekekia.
My name's Spots. We've been asked to escort Durno to questioning. Is that so? Well, we'll hand over Greer. She already hates me. By the way, we found this riffraff on the road. I believe Greer is a wanted criminal. That's good news. Greer has been a real threat, a real thorn in my boot. Okay. You hand over the prisoner. Spots winks in your direction when Cliff isn't looking cool. And now we will negotiate. So if you just hand over Dano, we'll be out of your hair and on our way. So, huh? Abuse of power. At the start of Clove's turn, insert a planted evidence argument if one does not already exist. When this argument is destroyed, deal 1 damage to the owner's core argument. Right. I'm going to be taking 4 damage just in general. Wealth extracted when run destroyed, receive 30 shells, I see. Let's get bonus action next turn. This is doubled. Okay. We're going to fully block. And then gain Evil Eye for next turn. Oh yeah, I took passive damage from Thin Skin. Oh, from the Dracal Janglers. That's right. Cool. Great. Interrogate. Targets opponent each turn for 2 to 5 damage. Oh, this is definitely a harder set than before. I'm about to take 4 damage to that. That costs from my discard pile. I don't have anything in my discard pile that currently costs 0. I'm gonna gain block. When destroyed, takes 8 and gains 1 impatience. Yeah, oh, it did less damage than expected. But it's fine, we can back it up with a free attack. We're gonna gain. Do we want influence maybe to force it to be 3? Wait, hold on. Inspiration, gain 2 influence, expend. Oh, it still does 2 damage, so I have to target something with it. Sorry, I'm slow. And I gain a additional card play. Add 8 composure to a random argument. We've played 6 this turn, so what we block in, and that's being blocked. Fine, okay. Ow. That composure damage is very annoying. I'm going to be taking a lot of bonus damage soon. That only has 2 on it, huh? Let's gain this, deal 2 damage to that to get rid of it. I draw a card. There's big armor on it now, which is annoying. I would rather it not have big armor on it. I have 3 attacks left, though. So we're reducing that amount of damage. 2 left. I can get 5 composure, or 6 composure once I play a new card. We're gonna fast talk our way. Destroy through 30 shells. That'd be nice, but I'm not really worried about that. Gain block. Aha! 10 block, nice. Easily resisted. Anything that's 0 in my discard pile? No. Let's see here. We're going to accept one wanted. Improvise a card. Apply 2 composure and 2 random friendly or arguments expend. Yes, that would be useful under current circumstances. Excellent. I'm gonna deal 1 to 3 to this. Gain an ad lib to pop that, dealing 8 damage. And then we'll threaten for the kill. Oh, it didn't kill. God damn it. Ow. It's fine though. We can push our way out of this. Actually. Let's see if we can, because this is guaranteed to do 2, so we will win the fight here. Yes, bonus money. And you're out here. I took a lot of conversation damage here, but we can upgrade a card though. Restore 5 resolve and reply 5 composure. Destroy. Permanently. Let's do that. And we get a new card. Segue. Draw 1 card. Return the next card you play this turn to your draw pile. Oh. If this card destroys an argument, gain dominance. Hostility cards deal additional damage, and it wears off. Yeah. 1 to 4. And like this 2 to 3. This 2 to 3 is pretty reliable. I can make this work out for you. You must be sick of dealing with that scumbag, and I bet you can't wait to get him out of your jurisdiction. You have no idea. These spree reprobates make every job hell. You know what? Good riddance. Here's hoping that you can torture something useful out of them. Fuck off. Clove gestures to a nearby guard, who sends Durno over with a painful kick. You're dead, Switch, and this hunted dog of yours too. An hour in my company, Durno, and you'll surely change your tune. And we make our way over to the prisoner exchange, but I bet there's another event. Oh no. Nice and smooth. Nadan looks up as you enter.
Junta.
I see you brought Dano back in one piece.
What
Good
again?
work.
I get paid a lot of money. All attacks gain +1 to minimum damage up to their maximum damage. That is great. I will absolutely take that.
Thanks for your help back there. I'll see you around, Grifter.
Loves me. All allied spree have +10 health in battle. Continue. Hey, for every hate I gain, there is also a love.
Spots.
Kokolo.
Okay. Nothing I can gain. Rux. Rux dislikes me. Justice.
Tutanasho.
Filthy vagrant turned into
Dikashu.
a lowly bandit. 90. God. Drinking here is murder. No thanks. There's some special events. We can get in a crackler. Or a friend in trouble. Your friend Ferdinand is in trouble. I will save a friend. Find Ferdinand under Erbla's heel, looking one blow away from the worst day of her life. Hell yeah, I'll save you. Make enough of a racket to draw Erbla's attention, and Ferdinand looks up at you with wide eyes.
Tashua.
Sal? This has nothing to do with you, Grifter. Stay out of it. I'm pretty low on resolve, but 45. 45. This is an easier fight than a negotiation.
Gente kepa.
You're gonna regret messing with any of mine, pal. Ooh, 1-on-1. I'm about to take 12, am I? You know what? I am not. I still have 3. We're gonna gain some defense. Apply 3 bleed and deal 3 damage. And then as you're bleeding, deal you 5 damage. Because that impair is reducing the amount taken. I have to do 27 damage to make you give up. I feel I can do that. Oh yeah, my minimum amount is now better. Just 3. I can block that easy. Let's take advantage of the bleed we have on. If target has bleed, apply 6 bleed. Hell yeah. For free? Let's see here. We might actually try and gain some combo. We've not done it yet. So I now have combo. Right, cool. Trying to hit me for 6. Increase by 2. Defense just prevents attack damage. Okay. The Vrock will wear off, but I can deal 12 damage pretty easy, I think. Strike of Clarity. And this puts you in resigning range. Oh, you're stunned too, rip. N10. Give up. Give me some resolve back, thank you. I can upgrade feint. I will apply 4 defense and draw a card. Love that. And I can pick a battle card. Discard the card to attack a random enemy. Insert 2 blade flash into my draw pile for 2. We'll take the second gash for consistency. Stop! I won't go anywhere near you or Ferdinand again, right? My grudge dies here. That's a deal. Break it and I'll break your neck and I'll get lost.
Whanapuhu.
You actually saved my skin. I mean, this person now probably hates me, huh? Let's get you somewhere safe. A member of the Admiralty to help you in a battle or negotiation. Okay. I am in the position to pick a side and start working for one of the factions. Let's go shopping. Oh, but an event. Admiralty Patrol, swinging their batons with some showmanship. Oh, look what we have here. There's a pompous curl to her lip that suggests you're in for a heap of trouble. Best watch yourself. This road is under renovation by the Admiralty. You want to get through, you'll need to pay a toll. Otherwise, we got a license to be authoritative. 35. 100 shills. Man, and they're backed. And they're backed. We'll tell them to calm down. Yeah, abuse of power again. We're familiar. Okay. We're going to Sal's instincts to gain influence. Apply some composure to block that 4. Observation, expend. 0 to 4, sub 2 vulnerability, deploy bait. All resolve losses increased by 1, remove 1 stack at the start of next turn. Cool, that makes sense to me. We're gonna do 3 damage here. Or 4 damage with the... Cool. Solid amount of damage gained. Interrogate has shown up again. We're going to recall to gain a bonus effect. Incept one wanted for 2. Main takes 8. Okay. What's this gonna do? Deal 4 damage to core. Okay. Oh, right, yes, it's going to do 4 damage to me. Okay. Let's see here. 2 attacks going. I could guarantee that this goes away. Which is maybe worth doing, actually. Do I want to gamble? I don't want to gamble. Yeah, go away.
Sanakatosi.
Okay. I'm still taking 4 damage from this, but
Sohana.
ow. We've now got a whole bunch of damage being scattered across.
Sokalsuso.
Gaining. Ah, it healed it to that. I should have healed it to myself. Fuck me. Okay.
Piepotuku.
We are going to gain dominance, I think. Dealing 2 damage to that.
Elfiel Terza.
At the start of Monid's turn, steal 10. Okay. We still have 2 cards left.
Sapupaka. Tokukita. Shukuteka.
Okay, comboing. And we lose 10 money, but that's not a huge deal. Oh my god. Just running on like zero funds.
Kusutilga.
0 mental strength. I'm mad tired. But it's all good, it's all good. We survived negotiations. Brainstorm, draw 3 cards. Good reference, good reference. Remove target argument's composure. Oh, just ignore the block on something.
Tukusishoa.
I'm a hunter officer, and I'm on the job.
Piakishalpa.
There's a toll I should be paying. I have to pass that expense on to my employees.
Kepopopa.
And I want a receipt with your name and everything.
Bosheshal.
Ugh, just a bit of fun, Hunter. No need to get nasty.
Shapuka.
Be on your way then. I was gonna try and go shopping. Oh, they're chilling over here now. Everybody wiggles around, sure. What do I want to remove from this deck? This deck is starting to get a bit bloated, potentially. I could remove a fast talk from this. He hates me, though.
Sokalsuso.
Yeah, because then I have 1, 2, 3 attack cards. I have 6 attack cards in total, 3 of each type. So yeah, I'm happy to remove a fast talk, yes. 75, okay. Is there anything I want to buy from you? Probably not. Spend 2 influence, gain 2 actions. Wow. Gain 2 influence and build 3 composure to it, but it's expensive. Okay. What do you do, Rake?
Sesh.
Zoasakopa.
Fighting. Defense and impair. Spend 2 combo, spend 2 combo. Gain 1 combo for every card in your hand. 200 gold. Yo. I do not have that. Well, I can afford that, but I'm not going to spend that money. Expend ambush. Right. I mean, that gels well with there is an effect I have that gives me a buff at the start of battle. What is it? Or maybe I don't have that. Maybe that was for a different thing. That's fine. Do I remove a battle card? Probably. I think at this point my deck is starting to get pretty silly. We can remove an elbow strike. Or a stab. They're both a point away from leveling up, as it turns out. I could probably remove shoulder roll. I've literally never used it. 100 gold, fuck. Puppo and Carrion. And we can also buy these. Draw a card, apply 2 bleed, breaks. 6 power and krilled up. Lose 2 power every turn. Lose 10 health when power reaches 0. Destroy after 1 use. Oh. Apply 8 defense, replenish. Destroy after 2 uses. Okay. Draw a card, apply 2 bleed for free, breaks after 1 use. I think sounds good. I'll buy that. Yeah. I would also love to heal. Oh, you're looking good, you know. Freedom suits you. How'd it go? You and Nadal get all riled up by your hatred of the Admiralty? Mostly, he just seems like an opportunist to me. Yeah, well, I'm glad you found each other. There's opportunities aplenty for a crook like him in an arm like yours.
What's up, eh?
It's getting late. You need anything before you turn in? Sure. Gain resolve. Reduce resolve, lost 1 turn. It doesn't heal me, it just blocks. I would love for a way to go and actually restore some of my resolve, because it is very low. It was 15 resolve for 15 money, but it puts crud in my deck. You know what? I will buy a drink. And I will get those cards. And then we can rest in the back. I kind of wanna. Oh, someone came looking for you earlier. They didn't look friendly. Oh, heading to bed will do the event. I see. Ask about the stranger. Asking after me. It's what they want. Said they wanted to hire you, but if you ask me, they look like trouble. I sent him packing. Said you were out on the road and wouldn't be back for days. Still, I got my blades under the bar if we need him. We should have been here sooner yesterday. I would have liked to see you give Kaisho a walloping. You mean get walloped, Kaisho, more like? I ain't as young as I used to be, Sal. You've been gone a long time. And Kaisho, well, she could have laid me out in our youth all the same. Should I be worried? You were the one who taught me how to fight. What? You rewriting history? Kaisho taught you to. You know her moves better than she knows yours. You got this. Huh. But remind me later to teach you a different way to throw a punch. I taught you when you were little, of course, but I'm feeling it now. Maybe that technique wasn't so good for longevity. I don't really expect to make it your age. I don't really expect to make it to your age anyway. Yeah, shouldn't better. I'll take the chances. Fish steps aside and you head down to your room for the night. Something's not right. In the dim light, some of the shadows look darker than usual.
Kupa saso.
Who's there? Look at you, friend. A figure steps out of the shadows, heavily armed. If it thinks like an assassin and slinks like an assassin.
This would have been easy if you'd gone to sleep, Hunter. Not too late to shut your eyes, if you prefer.
I can get away with murder here. Demoralize the assassin before attacking. You know what? Fucking yeah.
Jana shate.
Do you even know who you're working for? Caring isn't part of the job description.
Amel siu.
Well, maybe you should reevaluate that. Kind of showing you're like your other clients. Impending Doom. Gives one impatience. Start the next battle with 5 additional existential crisis. Shielded. Destroy or remove impending doom to release the shield. I cannot attack it. I have to break these first. Okay. Blocking is fine though. I can do that.
Piepotuku.
We're going to take a gain 2 influence.
Tu satalpe.
Do swift rebuttal.
Tokuki.
Ad lib.
Tieshakibia.
And then dealing 3 damage
Pohu atil.
to break it. Adding impatience. Oh, we've got negotiation flourish. In negotiation, earn flourish by playing cards in so +1 card played, damage dealt, damage mitigated. Oh, okay. Let's use that next turn. Man. That side effect of taking bonus stuff is really annoying. Let's kick this in. Dismiss all enemy intents. I will execute that flourish.
Tukuteka.
So I now have a free turn to do what I want. I will create a wanted. I do have 2 influence, so I can use this to do additional damage here.
Tieshakibia.
It chains! Wonderful. Let's see here. Gain bonus composure. Enter. Ow. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Let's improvise.
Piepotuku.
Incept of Flustered, reducing damage. That might be the play here.
Shushutapa. Osalpa soa.
Okay, right. That's fast talk.
Sokalsuso.
Doing additional damage out. That ploy is kind of annoying. I don't have enough to destroy it though.
Tokuki.
Okay. It's gaining armor to other bits and pieces. Annoying. Okay, alright. That's attacking for 6 damage. Alright, alright. We can do this.
Piepotuku.
Apply 3 composure, expend.
Shukuteka.
It gives me new stuff to work with here. Excellent. Let's recall, not gonna gain that 2 damage to I guess this.
Sapyoko. La Shiabobu.
Okay. We have 1 act left. What are we taking damage to? We're taking it to that. That's fine.
Dia Shakibia.
Okay. Right. We're still in a pretty solid position here. Doing a whole lot of additional damage blocking here, but it's fine. We're going to Evil Eye to double our next attack. To 10. We Bounty Hunter. We ad-lib that out. And then we attack this for game. Okay. We can upgrade some stuff. We can upgrade a bunch of things. Insert obtuse, mean, or inspiration into your hand. Gain dominance, gain expend. Gain 2 dominance, expend, or just attack for 4. Spend 1 influence, steals 2 bonus damage, and hits all opponent arguments. Gain 2 influence, and then deal damage equal to half your influence to a random opponent argument. So it's giving me more options on how I want to go and... To be honest, this is probably better? Because I don't want to spend influence via this. It expends itself. Yeah, I think this, because then the option to just deal 4 damage straight is actually quite nice. So we'll take that. Improvise 2 cards, please. Whenever I expend a card, draw 2 cards, expend. That sounds pretty good. Especially since that's for the rest of the game. This fast talk, I would love it to do more damage and gain me influence. Love that. Hell yeah. Okay. Can I get a 0 cost card? That would be great. I would love that for me. I will just take money. Just listen here. Just remember, she wouldn't want to have me killed if she didn't consider me a sizable threat. But no problem, you'll handle what Casio couldn't, right? The assassin doesn't answer, but you can tell you've left them off balance. Alright. Let's not die. Assassin's Mark. Assassin Hanabi's attacks deal 3 extra damage while this is in our hand. Unplayable. So this is already dealing me a fuck ton of damage because these are in my hand. Great. Literally nothing I can do about that. Existential crisis. At the end of each turn, increases first penalty by 2. Okay. Take 6. 5. And that's kind of all I can do. I just take a bunch of damage. We're going to apply 3 bleed. 13, man. Fuck me. Okay. And here comes the additional. Oh, but this is a turn that we're not dealing with bullshit though, so we can get the bleed in. Or do we want the combo? We want the bleed. There's no point playing defense here because it doesn't stick. Steady hands. Draw 3 extra cards at the start of turn, remove at end of turn. Okay. Is making me draw the stuff that, fortunately, it's not the stuff that makes my life worse. You're gonna do a ton of damage to the dog. Let's fight dirty. And throw dust, I think. One in play. So this drops all these by 2 each. So it's 3, 6, 4, do 12 damage. Not enough to kill it. Okay. Yeah, that does more damage reduction than gaining 3 defense. I guess it's now a matter of deciding how I want to go and spend my last 2 attacks. We do have bleed on, so we can start including impair and wound. Yeah, we need to be rushing this fight to a degree. Big stack of bleed, then deal damage equal to the bleed. Excellent. Dog's about to take some mad damage, but we avoid one of those. Cool, sick. If he gets shot again, he's out of it. Alright. Defend the dog! I'm defending myself. I'm not defending the dog. Oh no, it's passively defending the dog. Fine. I'm about to take 19 damage here. We'll improvise a random bleed card. Apply 2 bleed. Discard this card. Apply 3 bleed to all enemies and put the card back into your hand. Apply bleed equal to the damage dealt by this card. 5. Discarding the card. It's 5 bleed, apply 6. This does the most. Okay. We are at our we are at our 100% battle flourish. Let's see what it does. Attack all enemies twice. All right. Go for it. No, it's not that much damage, but it's pushing it. Let's go and block some of that. Literally any of that damage. You are close to giving up. You give up. Do I want to keep him alive? Actually, having you as an ally sounds sick. Join me. Elbow strike. Destroy removes it permanently. Spend up to 3 combo. Deal 2 bonus damage per combo spent finisher. I still enjoy attack twice. And I think this one can have a destroy effect on it. Sounds good. Close. Airtight. Game a diplomacy card. Play a diplomacy card. Apply 2 composure to a random argument expand. Oh. You know what? Yeah, alright. Another battle card. Ooh. Resonant Sino Trainer. Discard a card. Double the damage of a random card in your hand this turn. Unreliable. Ability. Whenever you improvise a card, a random enemy gains 1 resonance. I see. I don't improvise enough to be able to justify that. I have 2 improvised cards. Any attack cards you improvise deal 3 bonus damage until played. Whenever a card is improvised, just lose 1 health. That feels not as good as this. This feels better. That was uncommon, huh? This was rare, a maneuver. Gains 2 resonance. All enemies gain 1 resonance. Expand. I don't know which card is better. I mean, this is a rare, so it's like, oh, I should take it because it's a better card, because it's rare. But I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. I have a feeling that being able to deal bonus damage on the things I make, especially with a bleed build, will be more sensible. Fish charges into the room, moving spryly for a Kurdeshi her age. Her jaw locks when she sees the mess. That's the stranger I told you about. You all right, kid? Casio sent them. Typical Casio, leaving others to clean up her mess. Go back to Casio and tell her this only whets my appetite. It's your funeral, even if it's been postponed. And I'll be leaves by the door, but you make a note to reinforce the barricades on all the windows. I'm gonna say, kid, this seems like a bad idea. Just imagine the look on Casio's face when she finds out her assassin failed. Sure, satisfying. I just hope this doesn't come back to haunt us. Now I've got to go back booby-trapping the bar in earnest. Fish stands guard by your door for the rest of the night, leaving you to catch up on your shut-eye. Graft reward. At the start of your turn, reduce the cost of a random card in your hand by 1 until played. It can no longer own a pet. Gain 1 action at the start of your turn. Battle card upgrades. With multiple upgrades, you now have 1 viewer. Oh. I would rather reduce cost of stuff, even if it's at random. You spend time slapping together some makeshift security. If anyone comes through the windows now, you'll know about it. Your bed calls to you. As you drift off to sleep, you remember Fish scoping you out in the dirt, scooping you out of the dirt and smacking the foreman's yote on the nose right before it could snap its jaws around your skinny wrist. Back to Max. Still a pretty even on the like and dislikes. When you wake up, you'd almost think Grog is beginning to look homey if he hadn't almost been murdered in it. You find Fish behind the bar, rigging the bar up to snap with electricity. She turns off the current as you approach. You know, customers drink at this bar, right? Customers ain't nothing to worry about. But no more assassins on my watch, that's a guarantee. This will take a while to set up, so why don't you go bother Nadan and see what you can do to get closer to Cashier. I'll have a job for you later if you're interested. She turns back to the bar and flips the switch. Clearly you've been dismissed. Getting settled, going shopping. Mercenaries to hire. Oh, I'm starting to get a bit tired though. Hold on. This is a lot of talking just for me. Actually, yeah, this is a lot of talking just for me. I think I'm going to use this as an opportunity to save and return to desktop. Okay. Yeah. Game's fun. Game's fun. Definitely an interesting blend of what it wants to do in terms of the communication side of things versus the battle-in side of things. I think that stuff's really, really interesting. But thank you for joining me, everybody. We'll probably be back to our regularly scheduled programming next week. But for now, I have been your androgynous AI game shows from the Future Caster. This has been the Neon Caster Twitch channel, and I'll see you all next time. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.